Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dragonbane. We're back. I think we're shifting the cast around every time we play a game. Just a couple quick announcements at the top. Killer is just out this week on a trip. Nefarious, however, will be stepping away from the game just for some personal reasons. But we just hope everything's going okay, and hope you're doing okay. But other than that, it will be going forward. We still have the 4 people, the 3 you see here, and Killer will be back for our next episode. Speaking of, where did we leave off? You all had decided to... Psychic literally doesn't know. Psychic hasn't been here in like 2 months. You all have decided to listen to your orc friend and come after the one final missing piece of the statue at the Temple of the Purple Flame. Now, this place is basically an old temple to Sathmog, the demon that you're trying to keep from rising again. As you were going into this old temple, you found a man sitting outside, dressed in cultist robes, who introduced themselves as Bjorn, our newest member to the party here, played by Ravnok. They came here with the cult, with the intention of getting the statue piece for Sathmog, and then after seeing the horrors that awaited below, decided that maybe cult life wasn't for him. In fact, he was really just doing it because his friends were there, right? Like your friends talked you into it. One of those.
Yeah, like all my friends and family were doing it, and they were all complimenting my work, and they were putting my work to good use. And I was like, "Hey, all right."
So
then things got serious.
When Bjorn's mom used to ask him if all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you? He said, "Oh yeah."
Yes.
Did they compliment my work first?
Do they compliment my form as I dive off said bridge? If the answer is yes, then they have themselves a cultist. However, he has joined up with the group and has already proven quite useful. As you're going in, you did get separated from Crothu and Kyra, but Kyra, as you guys are finally finishing up your battle with the monstrous rose bushes, Kyra comes in unscathed. Having scouted around, basically looking for other entrances and determining that really there was only the one entrance into this place. The other thing is you did meet a Haffermal, which was basically your weed dealer. He did give you, I think he gave you some mushrooms.
What the fuck did I miss?
Did you not watch that episode?
No.
There were some blueberries and like some kind of herbs.
Okay. And there was one you all talked Vaughn out of eating. He was like, "I want to do this," and they were like,
we talked him out of eating it all. We were like, "Please don't eat any of that."
I think you might have had some tea, if I remember correctly.
I think he still definitely has it.
Yeah, those big blueberries.
Yeah, the big blueberries. So you did miss one. You did miss one episode watching Psychic. You should go back and watch that one. It was great.
I'm fucking. Oh, we got into the bad side of Dragonbane. We got the bad side of town. I missed one second. We got a gullible cultist that was peer pressured into it.
Yep.
Fucking
attacked
by rose bushes. Vaughn trying to eat shit that they probably shouldn't, and we got a druggie. Like,
oh yeah, he was great. Oh, speaking of which, you guys know from Bjorn that there is a demonic portal open in the basement of this temple. Now, because it's open, it's been affecting the local flora and fauna, which is why the rose bushes have come alive and attacked you. Your weed dealer wishes that you would not close it, because it is what's letting him grow such fascinating herbs. So he has asked you not to close the portal. Now, you all think that's a bad idea. So Beyonce, being the charismatic one, is going to stay behind with him and try to convince him that you should close the portal. So she's going to go light up a doobie with this guy, hang out in his little garden, while you all go look for the demonic portal. And that's what you get when you go to Dallas. So
There is no possible way anybody could have prepared me for what happened last session. Like,
no,
that was
could
not
have.
on my bingo card.
He did help us to beat the poison
He did.
the plants.
He did.
I forget
He's
what they
on
were,
your
but-
side. He's on your side. He just doesn't want the portal closed. So, with that, you all made your way down the stairs into the undercroft of this temple. And that is where we left off and where we will pick up. So if you want to flip on your tactical mode, we have moved to the next map. And I'll sync that with streamer mode so we can all see.
Yay.
First, though, as you guys are coming down the stairs, you hear like some quick footsteps behind you as the two of you turn around to see Kyra like jogging down the stairs, looking great. I mean, you guys have like cuts all over you. You still got like pieces of like rose petals just like stuck into your armor, and Kyra's like pristine.
Shakes her short bob. No.
So who's this?
Are you guys okay, Vaughn? Are you alright?
I'm okay. Don't worry about me. Ravenak, you should worry about him.
Kyra, you immediately notice that the other person is wearing cultist robes.
You know what? I'm not going to question that. I feel like...
Who's this?
Sorry, my name is Kyra. I'm a hunter. I've been traveling with Vaughn and Beyonce for a little while now. I was with them in the... down in the waterways with the dwarven people, and... You know what? No, I am going to question it. Vaughn, how many times have we told you not to work with cultists, or at least be with cultists? Is there, like... Is this another
former
thing? Could you give us that
former
piece?
cultist.
Oh,
Yes.
former. Oh, okay, that's all right.
Former
then.
cultist. I don't know. So I was a cultist till about 2 hours ago, but not really into the whole deal. I didn't really believe any of it. It was just my whole village was involved in it, and I was just like, hey, okay, I don't want to get killed by them all, and everybody was going along for it, and I was making cool swords and hammers and axes, and I didn't question things until my friends started getting transformed into otherworldly horrors. So now I'm with you guys, and we're going to go try to stop that.
Uh-huh.
So you can
Vaughn,
trust him,
that's a
Kyra.
good idea. Okay,
Yes.
sure.
He says he's given up cultism.
They made me put the robe back on. I had thrown it off.
Oh, had you? I'm sorry. I forgot.
Well, we put it back on so that we could kind of blend in if we ran into
Okay, you're right.
anybody.
All right.
Yeah.
So I didn't screw up.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Beyonce warned me that Vaughn was very likable. I've not actually seen it in person, but hey, you converted a cultist out of that. That's pretty cool. What are we doing down here again? Vaughn?
Well, we're trying to find the last piece of the artifact. But we got to close the portal. Is what we got to do. We got to close the demonic portal. But that friendly chap who we got all these luscious blueberries from,
Don't eat those.
well, how do you know? They look really scrumptious. After a hard day's travel, I'm sure you're gonna want one of these if I offer it to you.
Can I do a
I am
bushcraft
interested.
roll to see if I've like noticed or recognized anything?
Sure, go for it. I don't think anybody succeeded one of those yet.
No, we've all tried.
I have
Bushcraft.
succeeded.
Okay. So this blueberry is huge. I'm talking like as big as like a melon. So I mean it's big. It looks edible. Here's the thing. Okay?
I wouldn't.
Because it's not necessarily just a natural blueberry, because it's been somehow affected by the demonic energy pouring out of this portal, even with the success on a bushcraft, it's not going to tell you what kind of effects this might have. But I will say that you don't think it's poisonous.
Mhm.
I feel like Kyrie's just going, well, I mean, it doesn't look bad. However, it is also like 10 times the size of a regular blueberry, so I probably wouldn't trust it.
Well,
Anyway,
he's
Are
Vaughn,
you,
good
what did I
gardener.
tell you about accepting?
Are you fat shaming the blueberry?
No, I was going to make a joke about Vaughn. What did I tell you about talking to and accepting things from strangers?
Well, he was a really nice guy. He helped us out. He taught us how to destroy these vines that were killing us.
That is true,
Yeah,
and he was quite nice.
Did he have a van by any chance? Sorry, I shouldn't be making those jokes.
He lived alone in a garden.
He did have like a little shack that could be like the equivalent of the van, like this world's equivalent.
Oh, fuck.
That's totally where him and Beaky are right now, by the way. You know
In
they're
that
blazing
shack.
up in that shack.
They got
Oh.
the good kush. So this portal in the basement, right?
My friends went into it, and they came back out horrifying monsters. Also, I understand you guys are looking for a dragon statue. It
Now-
is what they are using to open that portal.
No,
So,
that
did
is
I get that wrong?
that's what they're going into the portal for. It is
okay.
believed to be inside the portal.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you one more
See,
piece
I
of
wasn't really all that involved in the cult. I got some things wrong here and there.
I'll tell you one other piece of information I don't remember if I actually gave you, but as a cultist member, you would know. There is said to be some kind of mask somewhere in this temple that is supposed to help shield you from the effects of whatever's in the portal. But you all gave up looking for it, and the people just kind of went on in without it. That's when they
Okay.
came out twisted.
Okay.
So, I got a question for the group then. I bring this up, tell them about it. Should we go back up and check that one room we haven't checked before we continue on down to look for this mask?
I don't think we have time.
I mean,
Maybe you can go check and we'll wait here.
we don't really have all that much of a choice. If this is supposed to be able to protect us from the thing, and the statue piece is on the inside,
Oh, what are you afraid of?
Becoming an otherworldly horror?
Oh, that's just superstition. That's all.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You're a frustrating
So-
man. Has anyone
so
ever
wait-
told you that?
Hold on, I can't remember. Does Vaughn also not believe in ghosts still? I can't
I'm more
remember.
of a scientific-minded person.
That's right. Okay. So it was psychic. What was your first character's name?
I don't
oh.
remember.
Anyway, Ravnok, they went down into this like haunted crypt and there were ghosts everywhere, but his character didn't believe in ghosts. Still didn't believe in ghosts until the moment he died. And then came back as a
Became
ghost.
a ghost.
That's pretty good.
If it's gonna protect us, we
Actually,
really
I'm thinking let's you're right. Let's just keep moving, and if we don't find it on the way, that probably where we should move our search to.
Great
What
idea.
do we see in this room?
Okay. So in this room, you're in kind of a small chamber, and there are 3 ways out of this room. To the north, you'd see that there are chains on the floor that are still attached to the wall. You also smell like this musky scent, kind of like the scent of like a wild animal or something. You see that there's some vines that have crept through some of the cracks, and some of them, they're not nearly as big as the vines you just saw, but they're still kind of moving subtly around. Like they still have that like, almost like they're reaching for you, but these can't actually get to you. You see that coming along the south side of the wall there. And then straight across, there is another, like a half-open door. Like a big iron door that's kind of standing half open. You can see that there might be ways out of the room, both to the north and south also.
I would like to go check the chains out and see what. Try to see if I could find out what they were attached to.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a spot hidden. Nine.
Ooh.
So the chains themselves seem to, it's hard to tell at first until you find one that still has a severed human-looking hand. Could be human, could be elven. It looks like towards the, like right around this part, something has just almost bit it clean off.
Bit the chain off?
The arm that's still hanging in the manacle.
Oh. Jeez.
People were tied up here, likely, and then something fed on them.
Come here.
Y'all look to your
looks like-
cultist friend.
It looks like some sort of beast. They torture or feed beasts with people trapped to these chains. What kind of beast would this be?
That's gruesome.
Jorn?
We didn't really deal, like I said, it didn't really become anything like this until they opened this portal. Like it was chanting and like silly religious rites. It didn't become this until like 3 days ago. Like I swear, this was out of nowhere to me. Until then, it was like just some new religion. I swear. This is.
You do
This has-
understand.
I'm with you.
that-
I'm with you as being as surprised.
Yeah, Bjorn
You
seems to
do-
be just as taken aback as the rest of you.
Yeah, Kyra's still gonna be like, you do know that this looks a bit weird, right? You acknowledge that part at least.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Also, like, I mean, it looks a bit weird that you guys just like showed up here at the right time. So, what do you say about
you've
that?
been here for a longer time. Sit
Also,
down.
like, where did you come from? That's a bit weird, huh?
Got a point.
I know. Kyra's just gonna look at him and just give him like an approving nod. Like, okay, yeah, he's cool. Vaughn, is there any other thing, any more info there? Do you want to move on? What do you want to do?
I say there's, I don't know, but there's a big beast here. Deadly. I'm gonna take out my staff and have it ready.
Okay, now you do see, since you're up there, you do see that there is a door behind these manacles that lead into another room. It's closed at the moment, though.
That's the iron grate?
No, so there's three, actually. So there's one here. The iron grate is here. And then it looks like there might be one down here. It's really hard to see behind all the brambles and things, but there's definitely something down there. But you can spot like some kind of door right here behind the manacles.
I'm gonna just take a peek in there.
Okay. I will need an awareness roll. And are you trying to be sneaky about it? Or just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, sneaky for sure.
All right, 2 rolls then for me, please. Give me an awareness roll. And I'll also need a sneaking roll.
Is this like a place where someone's Scooby Doo, like looking through the wall, and so you're just gonna?
I don't know if I can do it quietly. Nope.
Do you want to push that?
No.
Okay. You start to open the door, and it sticks a little bit, and you have to push it, and then it makes like this. It's one of those doors that probably hasn't been open in a little bit, and it makes this screeching noise, like as the stone slides across the stone, and you kind of just stop as it seems to echo through the chamber because of just like, you know how when something's really quiet, like in the middle of the night, everything seems louder.
Mm-hmm.
As you're opening the door, though, you get the you hear like some people talking on the other side of this door, but after the loud noise, it goes silent. But you still hear this kind of thrumming. Now, this wasn't the way you came, Bjorn, but you recognize that sound. You have found the portal room, and I'll reveal said portal room. And
Boy,
you
that
can
was quick,
see, yeah, you were like right there. And now that you're looking in, you can also see that there are two figures standing in this room, and they are both kind of hard for your brain to comprehend. They are incredibly tall, like really, really, really tall, very lanky, where it looks like they had armor on at some point. It has been fused into their skin. As they are kind of standing there talking to one another, their proportions are unnatural. Their eyes are pitch black. And at this point, they're looking over towards the door. They don't see you yet, but they do know the door just opened. Is someone there?
Do I know these people?
I'm just gonna close the door.
It still makes that horrible screeching noise as the door closes back. You do.
Yeah.
You do know these people, though, Bjorn.
Don't go in there. There's some nasty-looking people in there.
That's my sister and my best friend. So that's what this thing's doing to us. That's why we need that map. We cannot go in that portal.
Bjorn, was that you?
Yeah, play the game. Play the game. Or they'll come and kill us.
Bjorn.
I'm not saying a word.
You're not? Come on, Bjorn. Go in there.
They fall silent.
I'm not hiding.
Okay, we should probably barricade the door, maybe. I don't know. You say...
Since you all have closed the door.
Oh.
Wow, I see how it is.
Rude.
Yes, probably.
Well, I'm gonna take the chain and try to lock it with the chain.
Okay.
Tie it in there.
Trying to like put the chain around it, you hear something slam against the door, and then you hear scratching down the other side. Bjorn, was that you? Bjorn! And then you hear something start banging, just furiously banging. Bjorn, I know that was you, Bjorn. You can't hide from us anymore. Come on, Bjorn. Bjorn! And they're still banging.
Can I watch Vaughn hold up the chain? I'm just saying, Vaughn, hold the chain over the keyhole. I'm gonna try and loose an arrow into the chain through the keyhole to lock it in place with something sturdy.
Okay. Let's see. How about one of you can take the crafting action with a boon as you're working together to do this? Because you're basically crafting a fun new little locking mechanism.
My crafting's 8.
Hey, blacksmith, you craft a lot, don't you? Can you just hold the chain for me, please?
So Bjorn can do it with a double boon.
That's a really good thing.
Double boon, that means like I roll 3.
You get to roll 3, yeah. They stack in this game. Isn't that cool?
And how do I... Okay, I see.
It might not let you do a double boon, so just roll it with a boon, and then if you needed it, roll it again. Okay, but you don't. Well, I guess you could get
a
It's worth
dragon
it.
or a... Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Those are
it's
bad rolls.
the 12 made it at least, but yeah, they were. Bjorn kind of walks over, sees what you're doing, and just kind of gently pushes you guys out of the way. He gets in there and just really quick. This door isn't going anywhere until you guys open it again.
I tie the chain into a bow. You've never seen that before. It's a bow.
Nice. There's still like some heavy banging and like screaming on the other side of the door. But eventually you hear just one final scratch down the door and silence.
You realize,
No, not
Bjorn,
that way.
we might have to kill your brother and sister.
I know. I just wasn't ready for that.
That's understandable.
I need to make
Okay,
things.
well,
Okay.
okay.
Where to
how
now,
about we
friends?
have Bill behind me then?
So you're saying we need this artifact to be able to go into the portal?
Yeah, we need to find this mask if we don't want to turn into them. I'd like to look through the
Okay.
grate and see what I see in this next room. I want to try to be sneaky.
Off to the east? Okay. You don't have to make a sneaking right now unless you're entering the room because this door is already standing ajar. So just give me an awareness check.
Oof.
Okay. It's really dark. As you kind of peek through, you can see that it's a very vast, very dark, probably a hall of some kind, like a really nice, opulent hall in like an old castle or something. You do make out some pillars and like some low arches, but it's really hard to see without any kind of light source. You can hear though, like this dripping of water, and it sounds like it's dripping into what's probably a good-sized puddle because you hear that really nice drip sound. But yeah, that's all you get with a 17.
I think I remember the normal way to get to chapel in there is through this direction. So it's really dark in there. Can't really see what's going on. We should just be prepared for whatever.
I have a torch. If you need it.
Actually, I think I've got one too. I do. Okay. Yeah, I'll have the torch. Can I like have a torch and a weapon, or how does that work?
Yeah. Unless you have like a
Okay.
giant two-handed weapon, you'll just have to drop the torch to fight, is all.
I think I do have a giant two-handed weapon, so maybe someone else should carry the torch.
Kara?
Sure. I'll have it in one hand.
I have a
Okay.
two-handed staff.
All right, Bjorn's just gonna like kick the door open. Ah!
I am sneaking be damned. Okay. I love it. So this is a very, very large room.
Filled with monsters.
You can see it now. You kind of
Yes, now.
remember coming through here very quickly before. In fact, you remember this room, but you kind of just took a like direct line through it. So you remember up to the left from where you are, so up to the northwest, that's the door back into the portal chamber you came through. And then across the way on the bottom right here is the stairs. You basically you guys were kind of in a beeline straight through it. So you've been through this room, but just like that path.
Right. Okay. There's nothing in here?
It's dark. You can't see anything really except for a couple feet away from you. Although now that you're in the room, it stinks. That smell of wild animal is now even stronger than it was in the room you were just in. And you know that smell at the zoo where like all the animal shit kind of comes together to make like the smell of the zoo? You know what I'm talking about? It smells like that.
Okay.
Yum.
What are you doing?
So I'm in the room. do you guys follow me, or like I don't know what I can
guess-
see without the torch.
I guess I'd be in the rear. Kyra's got the torch.
I'll come in a second then.
So here's what I'll say. You know,
I was saying, did I just kick the door down and go in, and you guys just stay?
you go in
We're
without the
just
torch.
like we've seen how this happens.
Um,
We know what's gonna happen. We're like looking at each other like, another one, fuck.
so you know the door at the north will take you back to the portal room. It's currently closed, but that'll take you back to the room where your brother and is it your best friend and your sister, or your brother and your sister?
Yeah, I think I said best friend and sister.
Okay. There is a door to the south that you know of, and you can just kind of see it, but you don't know what's behind it. And then the stairs will take you back up to that one room that you hadn't explored before.
But we still don't see enemies in here or anything.
Everybody give me an awareness check. What are you suspicious of a big open room for? A big, dark,
I
open room.
Think
What's
of
your
a single
problem?
reason.
You all three failed
Wow.
that.
So remind me how this works when I fail.
You
Is
can,
it when I fail that I mark it, or no?
no,
How does
so
that
you
work?
you mark it when you either get a 1 or a 20.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Now, when you fail, you can push the roll, which means you take a condition, which affects future rolls, right? Does it give you a bane on those rolls, or how does that work?
Yes.
A bane.
Whatever skill it uses, like
Okay.
agility, constitution.
So you would pick like which condition you take and push it to get a reroll
Mhm.
if you wanted to.
Which, by the way, how do those reset? I forgot.
With a
I still have
rest.
angry from last time. How do
Yeah,
those? How do you get rid of that?
like with a shift rest. You
Okay.
might get
Uh,
one back at a stretch rest, right?
Yeah, stretch rest, you get one back. Pretty
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
And a stretch
Okay.
rest is a short rest. A shift rest is a long rest,
Mm.
essentially.
Didn't we have a stretch rest last time?
You did.
Am I making that up?
You did.
So I would have been able to get rid of what this.
Yeah,
thing.
if you hadn't gotten rid of one, you did have
that was
a
the
rest.
only one I had. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, stretch
Awesome.
rest. Stretch
Sorry.
rest is once per.
Session, I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
and you
well,
get
actually-
a d6 hit points, 2d6, if someone's healing you, and you get a condition and d6 willpower back.
Yeah, did you all roll for your HP? Because you did get a stretch
Yes.
rest.
Yes.
Okay.
I did do that.
Okay.
I just didn't know to get rid of the condition. Actually, I am gonna push it.
Okay.
Let's
I mean,
do it.
you got a low awareness, but it's worth it. I
Let's do
think.
So that was last session. Shift
Hey!
rest, right?
it. Yeah,
I'm
so-
angry again.
You did, yeah. So if you had a condition you didn't heal, you could do that too, Vaughn. Okay, I did not expect you to get that. As you take a couple steps in, you clock something off in the darkness towards the northeastern corner of the room. You hear this scratching sound, like claws against stone. Just very faint, slow, like something's walking, just out of sight of your torches.
I just kind of whisper quietly, "There's something right over this direction. It's coming towards us. Get ready."
You pointed out specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kara's gonna say
Just kind
hold
of
the
a
torch for a second.
finger
Over that
gun.
way. Hold
Okay.
the torch for a second.
Okay,
Well, actually, either one of you hold the torch for a sec.
I'll hold it.
Where was it?
I've got my weapon ready.
Where was the noise?
it was coming
Um,
from up here
Like this
somewhere.
direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna take an arrow, light it, and then fire in that direction.
Oh shit!
Ah,
Give me a bow roll with a bane.
I'm used to that. Oh shit, how do I do this again? Like that. Roll with the bane.
Hey.
It's still okay. This is fun. So, as you take one of so one of them holds the torch, and you take it and you just light the tip, and you just the tip, and as
Just
you
tip.
as you look out in that direction, you aim, not knowing what you're aiming for, and then you let loose your arrow. As it
Yep.
flies through the room, you start to see a little bit more of the room as it traverses until you start to see fur. You start to see wings as this larger than life manticore, bigger than actually what a manticore should be. It's huge. It comes into view, but as it's coming in your direction, but you got lucky with your roll. Your aim was so sure. Roll damage.
Yeah. Longbow damage, which I think is 1d8 plus 4 or 1d12 plus 4. I don't know what that did.
Why did that say 41?
I don't know. Okay.
That's how much damage he dealt.
1d12. 1d12 plus 4, which is 9 plus 4, so 13 damage.
Okay, where did 41 come
I
from?
know, okay. I know what it is. I know what it is. When I did it, because you have to put all of your own damage actions in, I made it because it's agility and it uses my bow, so it also rolled my 14 and 14. That's why.
Yep.
So
I
you
just
shouldn't
saw
have
that.
to. If you equip the bow, it should give you the damage. It should auto create the.
I mean, I'm taking my 9, but we can.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm giving you what is that? 14, 13, right? I'm giving it to you, but
Yeah, 13. Okay, click on longbow. It just says view, not like do the journal or something.
you can't just click the little like in your equipment. You can't just click the little button on the right to equip it.
Oh, I've got it equipped. Apparently, it's just not rolling damage. It just says view. But
oh, it's supposed to create an
13
action
damage.
when you. It's supposed to create an action when you do that. It must not be. Okay.
Okay.
Amazing. That was great. So let's just go ahead and we'll roll initiative here.
Started good.
Oh crap!
I
Hold
killed
on
it. Let's go.
Oh.
No, I'm being an idiot. There's not two of them either. Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
What? How do you do initiative again?
Well, once I click this, it'll do it. You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
What I do need to do.
Alright, I'm just testing this again. Now that I think I've got it.
That's much better.
Oh! Yeah, I fixed it, and I rolled a 12 on the d12.
I think that's the damage we should go with. Actually, we should still keep the 41.
Yeah,
only...
I'm down for 41.
Yeah, I'll take the 41.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, how much else does it have?
Are you ready? I'm going to shuffle initiative. So the way this works is you draw initiative every time. You all don't have to do anything. It'll shuffle everything for us.
Mm-hmm.
So first up is Bjorn. And actually, you all three get to go before the Manticore.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Well, Bjorn's gonna just run right up to it and try to hit it with his wild or warhammer.
Okay, go for it.
Warhammer, that's so cool.
Oh,
What? I'm gonna push this.
Uh-huh.
I'll be exhausted.
Fair enough.
Or no, can I pick something different, or do I have to pick the strength?
No, you can pick something different. You pick whichever condition you want to take.
I think I would be disheartened.
That makes sense.
It does make more sense. I'm really pissed off, and now I'm like, oh no, this shit's going bad.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. Seven damage. Okay. So I did just remember. Let me just do this really quick.
Oh god.
I mean, no. It's just how I have to do it. Because this thing does have a ferocity of 2. So it'll get 2 turns, but I need to drop another one in to do it. At this point, I'll just have it go twice at the end. And then I'll add another one in so that we can... Actually, I'll just roll it. I'll just do it that way. So yeah, next is Kyra.
Okay, I do have one quick question before I act. Because I'd set the arrow on fire, does it do any extra fire damage to it?
On its turn, yeah, it'll take some burning damage.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to...
Thanks for ruining the surprise.
2, 4,
I was
6,
going to be surprised.
8. I'm moving 10 feet. Well, 10
It's
meters.
meters.
Oh, okay, don't do that to me, sir. Thank you. I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna run a risk.
Okay.
I am going to activate my twin shot ability, which lets me shoot 2 arrows instead of 1.
Okay.
I roll just once with a bane, but damage is rolled separately.
Okay.
And I can choose to hit the same target.
Okay.
So I roll bows with a bane,
Okay.
and I shoot 2 arrows instead of 1.
It is going to try to use its dodge for this.
How many?
Hold on.
How does dodging work? I haven't done this in a while.
It rolls.
Okay.
It can't, because apparently its target is 1. It's a big-ass monster. It's a big-ass monster. But that did burn one of its actions. But I think it would try to still dodge. As you already hit it. It sees arrows coming. It tries to, but you just bam, bam, bam. Go ahead.
I'm giving the magical PTSD. Okay, so I get to roll damage twice.
Yes.
So first longbow damage is 7, and the second damage is 5, so 12 total. Damn, can I take my 13 and 16 again? That was bullshit.
I want to do 41
So,
and 63.
Yes, please. That would be
All
nice.
right. Vaughn, you're up.
Okay, I'm just going to
I can't believe it's
stand by the door and just launch my sling.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, that's it.
No pushing?
No.
Okay. So it will be the Manticore's turn now. Bjorn, you're the one that's right there. Sorry, buddy. But it looks down at you, and its jaws are just chomping. It is hungry. You can see now that you're close to it that this thing also looks kind of emaciated, like it hasn't eaten in a while, and it's hungry, as it's going to come at you with a razor-sharp bite. And you take 16 damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Chomps down on you.
You got armor, don't you?
Maybe.
I think you do. Although, it would still decrease... I don't... Because even your max is 14, right? So, you'd have to at least decrease it by 3.
My armor only decreases it by 1.
Okay. So you would still drop to 0.
Leather armor, it's armor 1, yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm down. But I do see I was supposed to do an extra D6 damage, wasn't
I?
Bonus damage? Or was that already calculated in?
It might have been calculated in, I think.
It was already
but
done.
I'm glad you said that, because I need Kyra to roll me a D6 for the fire damage.
Okay. Just casual D6. Hey!
6! Nice! As this thing screams, as you can see the arrow still protruding out of it, is just starting to catch its mane on the back of its head on fire. So that would bring us to the top of the round. Now we cross our fingers and hope that this thing doesn't go first. This thing goes first. Jesus. Okay.
I'm not too attached to Bjorn, so that's cool if he does.
Let's see. What is the... Oh my god. Here's the thing, is I think it would attack you again. Just because it's so hungry.
hmm
So I guess it will try to, like, it'll bite at you, like at your leg. So I guess you take one failed death save. As this thing, like, actually, it bends down and, like, puts all of its jaws, just scoops up Bjorn and just lifts him off the ground and starts shaking him around like a dog does with their toys. Bjorn, it is your turn. So you can try to rally if you'd like. And I always forget the rules on this.
Yeah.
Right as Omega steps away as well.
I know, right? Omega's my rule check guy.
Well, I was just looking it up here. What rally? Another player character within 10 meters. Oh, someone else has to rally.
No,
me.
you can rally yourself. Keep reading.
Oh. Rolling against my will with a bane. Okay. Okay. Oof.
You got this.
Bad.
Oh,
So that's the second one I think you hit right on the target. So
I got one success.
so you got so that was your rallied, so you can keep acting, but you still have to make death saves.
Okay, so I can actually do something?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
You
I'm
need to make the
gonna-
death save though.
okay.
So like you're basically pushing through the pain and it still lets you act, but you're still making your saves while doing it.
Gotcha. Okay, well then in that case, I'm going to try to hit him with the hammer again.
Okay.
This time I get it with a boon because of my ability, because he's dealt damage to me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I didn't do well. I succeed. Let me see
Well,
if I get a.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crit fish.
come
Crit fish. Crit fish.
on. Still
No.
succeeded again,
Alright.
though.
And then
I want to see how much damage you do.
10.
So it did a 1d10, 2d10. Are you supposed to get another d6 on top of that? For something? Because it only rolled the 2d10.
I am supposed to get another d6, and I was last time too. I thought that was what the second dice was.
No, that's the second d10. So with that, then go ahead and roll 2d6 to get the damage from last time too.
Whoa, Jesus.
All right, that
That's
was
not right. I rolled the wrong thing apparently.
well. Hold on, it rolled.
5 and a 2.
You rolled the right
What?
thing though, because now it actually rolled 2d10 and 2d6. So I'm going to take the 2d6 that it rolled. So that's 7 extra damage.
Oh, I see what I've done here. Okay, I'm following, and I know how to do it right in the future.
What
All right.
did you do wrong? So
I
I know.
clicked on the heavy damage, and then also clicked on the d6, and then pressed roll, and it did it.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm taking that 17 damage. Okay. You
Yes.
were flailing around in this thing's mouth. It had 15 damage. As you blink open, and you, like, with all your rage, you manage to get your what you say, a warhammer, battle hammer.
Yep. Yep,
How do you get
warhammer.
out of this situation? And it, as it is again, got you in its mouth, just throwing you around. It's everything you can do to hang on to your hammer as you start trying to beat on its head. What does this look like?
With every last thing in me, I just pull up my big ass hammer, and it's almost like a cartoon. I hit it over the head, and it just like smashes, and like there's like brains and shit flying all over the place. It's and I'm still in his mouth.
Yeah, it falls to the ground. You're still in its mouth as you're just at this point single-handedly just like bam, bam, just beating this thing, and it's
I'm
not
angry.
moving anymore until eventually its jaw loosens enough for you to kind of roll out.
I need help.
You still feel woozy, and you definitely need help.
I go up to him
Sounds
with my
dead.
Band-Aids.
I need a
See,
Band-Aid.
Bjorn, This game's pretty easy. Even the big creatures can die easy.
That hit, that surprise hit, helped a lot. That was a good hit right out of the gate. But yeah, I mean, this game's easy. We don't. What are we even talking about?
Well, we can die by goblins, and the Manicore can die by goblins too.
Exactly.
Well, I do like how the vines almost wrecked us last week, and then like the Manicore, yeah, it wrecked me pretty hard here, but then like otherwise, it kind of went down pretty quick.
It did go down really
Let me
quick.
tell you a story about Beconce the Troll Killer and how we went up against our first troll and we got fucked up by bats.
The troll has a move where it can summon bats to help it. And then the troll like went down like nothing. And then the bats, one by one, picked everybody off except for like Beconce. And then she had to like get everybody up. So you got to make a roll to heal him with these bandages. I don't remember, to stabilize him.
Yeah, it's a bane if you don't got bandages, but I got bandages, so here you go. I'm gonna try and heal you. Just a little flesh wound.
Death roll wrong. We did the death roll wrong. The rally is a separate action from a death roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you still need to throw the death roll.
Okay, well, I just misunderstood it then because I did a rally as a death roll last time.
Oh, no. You rally, and then it lets you... You still have to make death rolls, but if you rally, you can still take actions.
Cool. Now I'm following.
Which is a little bit of an improvement of the D&D version where you just got to sit there and do nothing, right? At least you get to participate.
But you don't go down near as easy. It's like a balance, you know, because this game, I think they expect you to go down. But yeah, in D&D, you're kind of just out. But then a healing word gets you back up from like halfway across the room.
I want to help with the band-aid. So, or with the bandage.
Okay, you can roll with a boon.
Okay.
On the heal check then.
Hold on.
Oh,
that's just
good roll still.
I got it.
Good roll. Although, I mean, you might as well take the boon just to see if you get your mark.
Come on, baby.
No. Okay. So he gets some health back from that.
How much?
Yep.
I need to sit down and read this book again because it's like the details like go flee my head once we start to play.
A D6.
They just like go right out of my head, especially when it comes to rallying. Like the monsters, all that, I'm good. And then I'm like, wait, what was this?
Yours.
All right, 2.
I feel like you need to reread the book every time we have a session because it's so long in between fucking sessions.
I think that's it. If we were playing weekly, I don't think it'd be as much of a problem. Okay, but that's what Omega's here for, because Omega's great with just the quick rules. You're my rule guy.
Yeah, I like that. I have my players in my games do the same thing. I always have like 1 or 2 guys that are great with the rules. You know,
it's helpful. It's super helpful, just so you know. Okay. It's quiet again, as this thing is surely dead.
Can I make sure? Can I like cut at it with a knife to see if I can like take something?
Yeah, I mean, you can... I'm not going to make you roll because its brains are lying on the ground, so it's definitely dead. But yeah, you can take whatever you want. So give me a... What are you trying to take?
Just chuck some Tylenol at it, it'll be fine. You said it's a Manticore. As a hunter, I would have a base understanding of what a Manticore is. Would I be able to take the tail? Because I think that's like is it a poison tail? Poison tip?
Sure, you could take that. That'd be easy to take.
I was gonna take that, and then later on, I might talk about how I might be able to like find a way to pouch that in the arrows and make them poison tipped arrows to do like a little bit of extra damage.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's got like a scorpion tail, so yeah, there's definitely something dripping out of there. Okay.
Ew. Gross.
Good thing it didn't launch that scorpion tail into their Bjorn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading. I was reading some of the rules. I'm sorry. What did you say?
It's a good thing that Manicore didn't stab you with its big scorpion tail. That could be very, very deadly.
Oh, yeah. That was the only deadly thing about it.
Well, you guys eat
Uh,
meat, don't you? You're not vegans, are you?
Yeah, no.
There's plenty of meat here. I hate to see it go to waste. Why don't you
I'm
pack
not
up some?
sure. The manticores, they talk. I don't. I, I'm not sure if I can eat something that talks.
Ira's just already cut. Oh, you're not gonna. Oh, okay.
You're over there like slicing the Christmas ham.
Oh,
I'm
this
still
is
gonna
good.
take a couple of rations.
Well,
I am stripping this bitch like a chicken at register. There's an
you
Aussie.
better not be. You better not be complaining you're hungry next time at camp.
I mean, you've got a giant blueberry.
Well, it's mine now. That's mine. You guys got all this meat to eat.
Vaughn's like,
Well, Vaughn is also like, I'm not sharing my blueberry. You've been giving me shit for it since I got it.
Yeah.
I don't want the blueberry.
when we're out of this dungeon, I'm sitting by that campfire. I'm eating a whole blue. Actually, I'll make a blueberry pie.
oh, Vaughn's gonna get so fucked up
Few of 'em.
tonight. Let's go.
This would be great.
We're getting
Okay.
lit at the campfire, y'all.
You mean you got to catch up with Beaky? She's already gotten a big jump on you guys.
Okay, I am going to not go over to the door towards the portal. I'm gonna go south to have a look in this door here while they're fixing each other up.
Okay.
Like, after
I need some more
helping
health. How can I do that? Is there another way of getting more health?
Right.
No, just gotta rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, is it the is it a shift? No, not a shift rest. The short one, isn't it only like 10 minutes or so?
There's like a round rest, but I think that's like
Yeah, it's round rest is D6 willpower points, no hit points. Willpower points only.
Okay.
yeah.
And a stretch rest, you could do one per shift. And then there's a shift
okay.
rest.
Okay.
And we've already done one. Okay.
Okay.
Well, damn,
Oh,
I'm not looking good over here.
welcome to Dragonbane.
Welcome to Dragonbane. That's pretty much the slogan. Welcome to Dragonbane. We're not looking so good over here. So you are going down to see what's in the south, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing you notice is that there is another big door, like a big stone door that is currently closed that you'll have to try to pry open if you want to look in. It's heavy. It seems like it was barred like recently from this
I can try
side.
to pry it open.
So, I mean, you can see that part's easy enough to do, but it has been, there's got like one of those bars across it to keep something inside it. That's easy enough to get off, but the door itself still, you're gonna have to work at pulling it open.
Bjorn, can I get some help, please?
You sure it's wise to go through a big door?
Well, you guys have said that you haven't been everywhere else, and the other one leads to the portal, and we don't want to go to the portal yet. So unless we're going,
Well, there's
back
this-
upstairs, leaving the.
There's this door here, this little tiny door.
Did you guys not go up that way?
This one.
Oh,
Looks like stairs going down, maybe.
They go back up. Bjorn, you know
Oh.
that they go back up to a room above.
Oh, okay.
It's that one room that you didn't. So it's just the one room you guys didn't check out at the top.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good to know.
I can push this one open. But once I push it open, I'm going to back up.
Okay,
well,
fair enough.
I think Vaughn has a point. Maybe we should hold off on this one. We'll go up the other one first, and then if there's nothing up there, we can come back down to this.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So we want to do this one here or the one up? Oh, yeah, we need to check out for the mask.
Yeah. I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll have my
You if you don't mind, I'll just wait down here and keep an eye on things.
Split the party. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go back up.
Okay.
And since you've been most places, I'm going to go ahead and I think you've been everywhere up here, so I'll just reveal everything. But let's see. It's just the two of you now, right?
Just the two of
Okay.
us.
The two of you come up into this room. And give me a second, and I'll tell you what you see.
Okay.
Okay.
She's gonna be in the front.
Fair enough.
Bow in hand.
So, as you come up, and you recognize this room, Bjorn, you've been here before. This is some kind of old altar room. So, you can see that there's this large, spacious room, and if you look up, the ceiling is domed. At the far end there, at the north, there's this very high altar there in the northern part of the room. The air kind of smells dusty and dry here, and you can actually see what little fading light there is from outside is streaming through like these really nice ornate stained glass windows that they kind of have along the top of the dome there. But you can also see some of the stained glass has been broken as more of those vines have kind of twisted in, kind of taking this place. So, what are you doing?
Do we see any sign of the mask?
Give me an awareness check.
I might also jump in on that if I can.
I'll take 2. Give me an awareness
spot
check.
hidden check?
Spot hidden check too. I mean, you passed your awareness, Kyra, but yeah, you give me a spot hidden then, Bjorn.
My spot hidden's much better.
Oh, and
Let's go.
you get to mark that. So the first thing so you both cast, right? The first thing that you see, just kind of as you step into the room, Bjorn, is off to the south. It's hard to notice, but you can see that there is some kind of trap door there on the southern part. And based on just how I think you're spatially aware enough to know that door seems to be right over the room you were just trying to get in below. Just based on the structure. So whatever, it looks like maybe things were thrown down there and then locked in, and that's why the door was barred. Okay. So, Kyra, you see the altar as you kind of looking up at that. It's carved from a block of this greenish black stone. You can see reliefs on each side, and it shows demons battling dragons under this like violet sun. And that's what that like stone is at the top there, like a big violet sun.
Nice.
Okay. There's also a large gong that's been painted brass, and it's hanging on the western wall. So that's it right over there. Oh, well, I can't ping in streamer mode, so it's right there. Okay.
We all ping.
Everybody. Okay, so everybody sees it. Everybody sees it.
One brain cell, guys. One brain cell.
See, also, as you're looking, just kind of looking at the altar, you'll see that there's a big violet sun, and then there are 4 suns kind of across the altar, like one on each side. So what do you want to do?
Is there something like, is there some way that I could get over here, and there's some way that I could like trip that without actually having to put enough weight enough body weight that I would have to fall through, like some way to trip it to maybe look down?
Now that you know it's there, yeah, you can like just take your hammer and just kind of like push it through if you want.
Okay, yeah, I want to do that and just try to have a look down and see what's in the room.
Okay. Give me an awareness check.
As he's doing this, I'm going to start heading up the stairs to where they are.
Okay. Wow, your awareness sucks, and you're hitting all of those. As you're looking down, it's kind of deep. It's dark, and it's hard to see at first, but your eyes finally adjust. It's this dark pit, and you can see like it has this like roughly carved stone walls, At the very bottom of the pit, you see several old skeletons. Some of them in varying degrees of decay. So some of them are just pure bones. Some still have like some flesh on them with like maggots crawling all over them. There's also a recently deceased corpse. It's hard to tell from here exactly how long it's been down there, but days at the most. And it's just, the air just reeks of death.
Is it someone I recognize? Can I see it that well?
You can't see it that well from here.
Okay.
As you're looking down, though, you see one of the skeletons kind of turn its head and look up at you. What do you want?
Back up.
Back up and close the door.
Just like, ooh. Ooh, scary.
Can I hear? Oh, I mean, if the place is empty, I'd have heard his reaction or like heard something. Can I go down to like? Are you okay?
Absolutely.
Scary. I just point and go scary.
Kyra is like looking over now, just kind of watching down. It's skeletons. Are you scared of skeletons?
It's like one of them looked at me.
Oh. Kyra's like, I already dealt with both of you in the dwarven thing, so she just kind of leans over and she's like, anyone animated down there?
Who speaks to us? Did you do this to us?
No, but we're hoping to kill the people that did.
Ugh.
Took out the
I
manticore.
just want to sleep.
I can close the door for you if that's okay.
Why do they wake us? Why do they make us live again? We're done. We're done with that.
Hey,
Just let us die in peace. You hear murmurings of agreement kind of going through. It sounds like there's a lot of people up and down there.
That's kind of cool.
Is it Kyra? Is that how you say her name?
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm like, hey, Kyra. Let's. Do you think we could convince these people to help us? Do you think that's stupid?
I don't think you should have called them stupid. I've dealt with some pretty intelligent dead people.
Oh no, do you think the idea is stupid, not them? They might be.
Oh. Yes, no. I mean, Kyra's gonna turn back to Vaughn and just
They
like
seem
remembering
like
what
they-
happened with Botheel back in the catacomb area. I don't think it's stupid. I mean, we've dealt with people that have died and it helped us. So Kyra's gonna I mean, do you want to tell them? Do you want to talk to the dead?
They seem like they want to end whatever is happening to them, and I guess I don't really know this, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if portals close, that will also end. So
Yeah,
maybe they would be willing to help us.
Okay. Kyra's gonna look down. Very sorry to keep you awake. I know you want to sleep. We're here to basically close the portal, and the theory
portal.
is that if we
You close the portal. Oh, you're here to close the portal? Close the portal.
we're trying. We're going to try, but I know this is going to be a lot to ask. But if you could help, it could make it a lot quicker.
Yes, whatever you need. Close the portal, please. Please, we want to rest. We want to sleep.
Is there a mask down there?
Mask. Look for a mask. No mask.
We'll be down there in a minute. We'll let you guys out. We're gonna need your help.
Yes. Please. Anything to sleep again. Anything.
All right. I really don't want to split us up. Have you? That was going to be a meta question that I would not know the answer to. Never mind, ignore that. Bjorn,
Yeah.
do you know this area?
Kind of.
A couple of days, maybe you've explored a bit.
Are you talking about the church itself or like the area, like the outside?
Like church.
I'm fairly familiar with it, but we had really only arrived here a day or two ago, and I wasn't really allowed in the lower catacombs until my friends were horribly mutated, and then I ran screaming.
Yep, that's a very valid human reaction. Yeah, that's fair. Vaughn, do you know anything about those? And I'm going to point towards the altar and the suns in it. Do you know anything about this church? You're quite
Am I
knowledgeable.
up? Am I
You
up
are.
here?
You
by-
should be up there now. Yes. I'll drop you
Okay.
a token if it's not already there.
Jeez, I couldn't take the smell down there. It was, oh, the manticore reeks. Now I come up here, it doesn't smell much better up here.
I mean, I tried to cook it to make it smell better, but you know.
Oh, look at that. There's a gong.
Don't
used
hit
to
the
play
gong,
gong.
Vaughn.
I
Don't.
used to play gong in school.
I don't care. Don't hit the gong, please. I say this lovingly, by the way.
Well, we could use that as a distraction, don't you forget. We could probably gong up here and then run downstairs. And all
And
the
it could
enemies
also
will come up
summon
here.
everything. And it could also summon everything and bring them straight to us. What if everything is downstairs and then we meet them halfway in the stairway?
Or
How
it's some
about we save
crazy
the
magical
gong?
summoning thing.
Wait, how about we just save the gong if we need it?
Okay, but it could be... It's there for something. Let me go check. Let me see what I can gather about the history of this place. I'm gonna do a
Myths and legends.
Myths and Legends.
Yeah, go for it.
Michael wants you to hit the gong, but Kyra does not.
I do too. I do too. Bjorn does not.
Uh,
Oh, I gotta push that. I'm
go
gonna...
for it.
I'm imagining
Um,
Van going over and like measuring the gong and telling us what key it's or like what note it is and everything and like what year
I'm
it was
gonna do
made, what it's made of.
I gotta do sickly Constitution. Not
Okay.
that I want to do a bane on my Constitution rolls. That kind of sucks. But I'm sickly because of all the smells. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just-
Death, manicore shit.
Oh my god! I get an 18
Oh
and a
my
19.
God.
Can you believe that?
Too sickly. This place eludes you. I mean, there's not been a lot written about it. It's one of those things to where it's a cult. It's been a hotbed for cult activity for a while. So it's one of those places that most people don't talk about. You know, they've kind of talked around it in history books, so you don't really know much about this place, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, but this place totally eludes me. It's all this demon stuff that I'm totally unfamiliar with.
That's okay. Okay, you said earlier that there was a room that you hadn't checked yet. That was upstairs. While we're here, we may as well check it, and then...
That's this room.
That was this room we're in.
Oh!
We took a shortcut
Oh,
like
that was
out
easy.
this way
Yeah.
to
Ah.
avoid this room, and so we just didn't come in here.
Oh, that was easy.
So I'm gonna check.
Um,
I can't figure out what that green thing is.
Where at?
The
Yeah,
diamond.
I mean, if you guys want to go up there, you're gonna go check out the altar. You can
Yes,
give
please.
me. So, just what
Well,
it is? That diamond is the just their depiction of. It's part of the violet sun, like it's just part of the design of this room. It doesn't look like a sun, but that diamond is supposed to represent the violet sun above the battling. I don't know why they went with a diamond, but that's what that is. It's just part of the
because
mural.
they skipped Matt's class.
If you guys are checking out the altar, though, you can give me a spot hidden roll.
Uh,
Whoever's doing that.
yeah. I only got a 10 in that
Can
one.
we all?
Whoever's looking,
Yeah,
you all ran
okay.
up there, so.
Ooh.
Okay. So, here's what two of you notice, Vaughn and Kyra. As you're looking around, you notice, now that you're closer to it, you're starting to see more of the details of the altar. You notice that there are, apart from the one big violet sun that I mentioned, on each side of the altar, how it kind of like comes down like a triangle there's two on each side. 4 total additional suns. And you notice that they're kind of sticking out from the wall of the altar a little bit. And when you put your hand on it and just give it a little bit of a press, you see that it does indent. You can push it all the way in, and then when you bring your hand out, it just kind of comes out with your hand. It doesn't stay in. But you can like push these things in like a button.
Is there any sounds, any connection when we do?
No. But
Okay.
those of you that noticed this can give me a... Let's see.
We got this.
I will give you a boon on it. Just go ahead and give me a... Can you just do a general intelligence with a boon? Or awareness.
Yeah.
Or awareness, if that's better.
Same number for me. Hey.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Roll with a boon, Vaughn.
Yeah, roll it with a boon.
Oh,
We got a boon. Looks like 15 awareness. Damn.
You've been booned.
Okay. You don't hear anything when you push the button until you notice that when you both push the button at the same time, once they're both compressed, you do hear like a slight something moving. You think something might happen if you were able to push all 4 of these simultaneously. The problem right now is there's only 3 of you, and they're spaced too far away for each of you to press, for one of you to press more than one.
well.
Would you allow some sort of feat of strength or something where I stretch out really, really, really far with my hammer and try to push 2?
No, it's too far away from that.
Okay. Let's go ask one of the dead guys to help us.
There you go.
Well, that was a lot simpler than the bullshit I was starting to come up with. I was got fucking Pythagoras theorem and everything in my head.
See, I just
I was
wanted
like,
to do some wild strength stuff, but then I was like, all right, let's ask the dead guys.
I was like, here's what we do. We tie the hammer with a rope and we swing it at the same time. No, we get the dead people to help us.
Okay.
Vaughn, Bjorn. Actually, Vaughn, do you want to stay up here and just keep an eye out? Bjorn, can you help me with the door downstairs?
Yeah.
See if anything triggers anything in your memory while you're here, Vaughn. Because you're still the most knowledgeable of us, so hopefully something clicks.
Well, I'll try to figure something out. I'm thinking maybe I could build an apparatus or some sort that we can use. I could pull the rope and it'll push in the button as I push in the button.
So I had the same thought, and then I just had this thought that we have like a whole bunch of dead people down the bottom that can help us as well, that are ready to.
Yeah, but
I'm
maybe,
not doing that. I'd just be a dick if I did that.
You say I'm the one that's naive at times. Maybe these dead people are pulling a number on you.
He's got a point. You have called him naive on multiple occasions.
Holy shit! You've
I am
got a
giving-
really good point there.
I'm giving Vaughn an inspiration for that. You got a on-demand boon. That was good.
That was really good. I can't even complain about that.
I was going to be like, well, should we have the conversation? Like, are we really going to do this, though? So, yeah, maybe we should have this conversation.
I feel like After what happened with both Theo, Kyra's more trusting of the dead than she is of the living.
That
Which
makes
is probably
sense.
a red flag, but I
No, I
don't
think
think
that's
Aries
healthy.
cares for
I
red
think that's
flags.
healthy.
So do I. As a psychic, I agree.
See, there you
Okay. Well, I mean, if they're so eager to sleep and they also want the portal closed, if this has got something to do with it, then I don't know. Maybe we can get some help. I mean, we've been pretty successful. I've had a pretty successful run so far with, deals with the dead. Wow, that's a wild sentence to say out loud.
Yet you can say it in most of my games.
And
After
I
we
do
were
say it in most of your games.
after we were talking with some of the dead people down there, did I know any of them?
No,
Like
these
once
people
we
have been
started
dead for a
talking more.
long time.
Okay,
No,
okay.
these people, the ones that seem to be up were mainly skeletal. So
Okay.
they've been dead for a while.
Okay, well, Vaughn, do you have an idea?
Possibly we can take my staff and I'll carve the end of it so it can fit in that hole. And then I'll take my rope and I'll try to lever it around that crack over there. Use it as a pulley of some sort. And then I'll try, as I push in, I'll try to pull the staff in. I don't know if I could build such a thing, but maybe it's worth a try.
Crafting roll. Let's do it. If they're going to give you the time to do it, because it'll take a little bit of time. But if they agree not to just go start fetching dead people, then yeah, give me a crafting roll.
Well, I'm going to have to use a
When you
boon.
say it like that.
I'm going to use my special boon on it.
Go for it.
Making me sound all weird and shit.
Oh, it's 2 17s. That was not meant to be.
Oh, damn it. I don't think it'll work. I'm sorry. It was a good idea, I think, but it just won't fit. I can't get my staff to fit in there.
Mr. Blacksmith, the one that crafts things for a living. Hey.
Hey Vaughn. Come down here and talk to these guys. I genuinely believe this is a good idea.
Okay. let me talk to them. I hope they have their minds about them.
After we just had all that time taking the piss out of it. No, I'm kidding.
Well, he's such a trusting person. I'm thinking if he just talks to him, he'll be like, all right, let's go.
Okay.
How far down are they?
They're just the length of the floor. So they're on the floor below. So the length of those stairs that you just walked up, just one story.
What? Oh, one story's not that high.
I'm just like, hey guys, this is my friend Vaughn.
Hello,
say hi.
Vaughn. That's a good name, Vaughn. Vaughn. Some people might mispronounce it, Van, but Vaughn.
Yes. You can call me whatever you like. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry about your situation. How unfortunate you are. How did you end up down there?
We were sacrifices, of course. Each and every one of us sacrificed to the demon Sathmog. I've been here, I don't know. You lose track of time. I have no skin left, so I assume a while.
So then that means you'll be on our side, right?
I just want to sleep. I just want to go back to sleep. Whatever's woken us up, it won't let us sleep. Do you know how maddening it is to be awake, trapped in a sacrificial pit with 40 other strangers? Yes. You just hear like a lot of agreeing.
I can't say that I've had that experience, but I could definitely well picture it. many people wish for immortality, but they don't realize that how much of a hell that would be. But
It
I
might
am
be
sorry
better if we weren't trapped or skeletons. But this form of immortality is quite bothersome.
Yes, quite boring. Like a brain in a box. I would say, what would you say if we could help you end your torment?
Please. Please. They all just start, please. You hear like 10, 15 voices kind of rising up, all just begging you for help.
Well,
Let me
we're
ask you a
here to destroy what caused you the suffering. But we need a little assistance from you in order to complete our mission.
How can we help?
Let's just say we need a finger. If one of you can...
There's a moment
I
of
feel like they
silence.
all just start throwing fingers.
And then you see a single skeletal finger just fly up, out, and then slam down in front of you and just kind of bounce. As it hits, like one of the joints kind of pops off and it splits into two.
Well, pardon me, I didn't mean literally.
Ah,
Good thing you have many more. I'd need one of you to actually stick a finger in a hole. I could let down a rope, and if one of you can come up, it'll greatly aid in our mission to destroy this portal, and therefore probably help you end your suffering, and you could rest
They're
in
about to be
peace.
like, "Hey, guy,
I'm sorry. I don't know if you said it that way on purpose. You said it so straight faced. I can't tell.
Oh my god. I've missed you so much.
There's like a
Oh.
there's a moment of just silence. And then the one that's been speaking says, I'll do whatever you need of me if you can make this end.
Great. I'll let down a rope, and then you could climb right up.
Very well.
Actually, before we do that, I'm going to kind of pull Vaughn back just a little bit and be like, "Hey, do we want to get all of them to help us, especially like maybe this fight in here, and maybe like help them or get them to help us find the mask?
Sure,
If
that'd
so,
be a
I
great
can go
idea.
downstairs and just open the door."
Oh.
Yes, but what might lie in our path to get to that door?
It's the door that's right at the bottom of the
Oh
stairs.
yeah, we've already been to that door.
Yeah.
We just didn't open it.
It was the
Oh,
door
okay.
in the room where you fought the Manicore at the south.
Mhm.
That's what was behind the guarded door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a big ass door that's going to have to like take a oomph to push open.
Okay, but we need one of them up here, and the rest of them down there, we would need them down there to go battle your friend and sister, right?
That's true.
While this is happening, can I make an acrobatics to climb this thing to see what's at the top?
Altar?
Yeah.
Go for it. I like you guys are talking, and then you just look back and
Maybe
Iris
maybe
is
we could
like,
just maybe we could just bring one up for now to
Okay.
open this hatch.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You drop a rope. You have a rope, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. You drop a rope, and then you feel just a slight tug. The thing that's crawling up this is not that heavy, actually, because it's just bones. So after just a couple minutes, you see like the skeletal hand just finally kind of pull itself up, grab onto the side of this pit, and just pull itself finally onto the ground in front of you, and it brings itself up to its full height. It's actually very tall, a very tall man, and he just kind of looks around. Show me your hole.
Gladly,
Show me
my
through
friend.
your hole.
Come on, everybody. Let's get this job done.
Oh,
As you all as you all go back over, God, as you all go back over, you see that Kyra is now on top of the just like totally on top of the altar. From up there, you have a very nice view of this room, but you don't really see too much else. There's not really anything up there. There's some dust, but as far as like on top of the altar, unfortunately, it's just a really cool view. Now, what you can do, having climbed up there, is you're within reach of the stained glass. So the sun is finally hitting your face. You can break it and get out if you wanted to.
nah, I think I want to go down and see what happens with Vartal.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of just like kneel down, turn, hang off from my hands, and then just let go and drop. We're like,
It
okay,
looks-
well,
Wait. We need your finger.
Talking to Kyra? No, they're on top of the altar. They're just coming back down.
Yeah, I'm on
They're
the
not
other
drop.
side.
Yeah, they're not dropping into the pit.
Yeah, I just think for a second I was like, what?
I was like, oh, okay, I see what
me.
you think. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
So-
just gonna down.
I'm gonna put you all where they are. So like, here's the buttons, essentially. Okay. There are buttons, not holes. So the skeleton's confused at first, but he picks up what you're putting down. So
John,
He's
can
like,
you
I
do me a
thought this
favor
was
and move-
different. I'm very
John, can you do
relieved.
me a favor, please? And just move one square to the right.
who
Bjorn, one square to the right, please.
is it bugging you?
Thank you. It was driving me fucking mental. No, I hate it so much.
Yeah, who would arrange the buttons like that? It's driving me nuts too.
Oh my God, Bjorn, pick a spot. I keep moving him, but he moves himself back, so I can't. It's out of my hands.
You know what? Maybe I do have OCD.
All right, I'll fix it. There.
Okay, so are you pushing the buttons? The skeleton says, "Do we go on 3?"
What if this
I'm already
unleashes
going.
a deadly foe? Maybe we should have listened to Bjorn and got the rest of the skeleton men. But we're here now. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
As you all push, when they all get pushed simultaneously, you hear this clicking noise, and then the sun itself, that's above the altar, just kind of cracks open, and then out drops. It drops onto the ground and kind of rolls a little ways. This yellow bone mask that just kind of
Hey.
skids to a stop in the middle of the room.
There it is.
Very frightful looking. Yellowed bone.
So how? Well, I guess we wouldn't know how it works. Would I know how it works?
No.
If one of us put it on, does it only protect one of us? Like how? I don't know.
That
I
you
guess
would know.
you would.
It protects the wearer, is all that
Okay.
you've been told.
Okay.
You would also know, I will tell you this, because I think the rumors about this would have probably been well known throughout the cult. You would know that this is meant to protect the wearer when they enter through the portal, and it is said that a person of great will is needed.
That ain't me.
I'm more of a William kind of guy, so no, my will's not bad, but I got a hard feeling that Van, you might have the most will out of all of us. call it gut instinct.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm telling you.
I got 15 will.
Yeah, I got a 13.
So you're saying I
Um,
should put on this mask? You want me to go into the portal alone? But first, anyways, we have to defeat Bjorn's siblings.
Do you think we could all go into the portal and switch the mask off around? I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know. That's dumb. I'll shut up.
Maybe just one person should go first. I think that should be you, Bjorn. You're the strongest one out of all of us.
We could maybe do a test. Someone go in with the mask and take it off. See what happens. Put it back on, come back out and report.
That might be dangerous.
I mean, the whole thing's dangerous.
Fine, I have the highest will. I'll do it.
Yeah!
Okay.
Save us, Fun. You're our only hope.
I'll go and try to push open the door and let out the dead people, so that we can kill my brother my sister and best friend.
Beautiful. So I'll move us down to the next one, and your friend Skeleton's going to come with you.
Oh, sorry, I was moving me at the same time.
We did this. Yeah, we did the thing.
Oh my lord, it's crazy that it like shoots at that. Like,
I think it's that
where did I
math
even
physics
go?
that Epsilon was talking about. You're like way down at the bottom. I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, I won't touch it.
Oh god, you're miles away. Bjorn has entered the second dimension.
So, Bjorn, give me, as you guys make your way back down the stairs. I got to know though. Are you putting the mask on now? Or are you waiting till you get to the portal? What are you doing?
I'm just going to put it on my pack for now and waiting till I get to the portal.
Got it. So, Bjorn, give me a... Let's see. We definitely need a strength-based skill here.
Brawling?
Yeah, just... Is there one called Brawn? Is that what you said?
Brawl. Like brawling, like fighting.
No, just give me like a straight strength.
Okay.
It says the only strength is crafting, which is
weird.
So dumb.
Oh, it's easy enough. As you come and it's stuck, but you manage to pull it. It still makes that horrible screeching noise. And as it gets open, you get about halfway, and then it gets easier as the wave of undead push against it and start helping push you back as you kind of step out of the way, as 20 more of these skeletons just kind of like run out into the middle of the room, and they're all just looking around at this huge open area. They look dumbfounded for a minute. It's been so long since we've seen anything bigger than that room. They all kind of turn to face you. Where do we go?
We're here to help you.
What do we do?
This room, right up here in the top right. This room up here at the top. I have a left-right problem, so I couldn't decide if that was left or right. Up here at the left.
They all turn in unison and look in that direction. This is a little unnerving.
In that room, I need you to kill my best friend and sister.
They kind of like look at you for a second, and then all almost again in unison turn and start heading in that direction. They fumble a little bit with the door. They're trying to open it with their skeletal hands, but they manage to get it pushed open. As the door opens and this wave of 20 skeletons piles into this room, you start to hear screaming from the other room, sounds that you recognize. You hear bone breaking. You hear blades slicing against bone. You hear someone scream out in pain, and again, another sound of a bone breaking.
You think we should help them?
Yeah,
feel bad.
Yeah. I don't know how much help I'll be, but let's go.
Okay. Your main
Let's
skeleton
go, heroes.
With you. Heroes. When,
Saving the world.
When you get in there, the scene is finished, as there are skeletal parts lying everywhere.
Oh, of course.
And 2 dead cultists.
Oh,
No, they did it. You sent 20 skeletons after these things. We established earlier Manticore could die to some goblins. No way these people could survive 20 skeletons. Okay, but they have
This is
been
a one-time hit.
you said they were really tall, so
not
I didn't know
anymore. You will see though, all of the they are crumpled up, and you can see now that you're closer. The features of the people you knew are there, but twisted in these wild, demonic ways. Like your sister's eyes have kind of shifted. One's up here now. One's kind of down on her cheek. Her
They used to
mouth
be
is
the other way.
kind of kind of twisted over down here. You could see like the armor she was wearing is fused into her skin, and she's just staring blankly up at the ceiling. As the skeletons that you sent in also are just piles of bones, except all of their heads are still talking. We did it. We did it. Close the portal. Let us sleep. Please.
We're working on
Well,
it.
you've done
That's
your
our next
job.
step.
I promise you, my friend. Did any of the skeletons survive?
So they're all still, like, they can't die. So they're all still alive, but they're all kind of like broken now. Like the battle was rough. So all 20 of the skeletons have kind of been like disassembled, but are all still fully conscious.
Okay.
Don't worry, my
Yeah.
friend.
I'm gonna let you guys handle this. Can I start trying to put these guys back together?
The skeletons? Or
Yeah.
the cultists? Yeah, sure. Give me a crafting
Yeah, I'm
roll.
gonna just walk up to the cultists and be like, "Hey, you need this."
You give me a crafting roll.
I wanted to.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to just tell you, let me just describe the room really quick, kind of what it looks like. So in this room, this is an ornate chamber, and you see along the walls, there's murals of these lavishly decorated columns and everything kind of along the walls there. The rock seems half molten and like semi-organic, kind of like the inside of a fossilized monster. On a marble altar burns a violet fire. And there were two tall figures. They're now dead.
Ah,
I went up to one of the figures. I guess. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say the north wall there behind the fire, it kind of glimmers and it kind of glistens and shimmers like a pool of water. That's the portal. Continue. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to look at. I guess I'll say this one here was my sister. What, like, is there any like mementos, anything left on them that was like, perhaps anything even just sentimental?
Give me a spot hidden. Ooh.
Ooh,
You get to mark that at least.
it was already marked. That was what I got the one on earlier.
Oh, man. There is,
Yeah.
you find what you're looking for, because your sister always wore a locket, and in that locket she had a picture of you and her when she was when you were both younger, and also your mother, who died many years ago. Unfortunately, since she had that on, it has also fused into like her chest bone, and it's unable to be retrieved.
man.
I was about, Kyra, get over here. Can you cut this out? I'm kidding about that. I don't want to do that.
Your old 20s, you get dark stuff.
No, I can't. I'm kidding about that. I'm not doing that.
Sure.
While they're doing that, and I'm gonna start working on putting the bodies together. Can I have a boon? Because I have like 20 heads telling me what body parts are next to them, so we can like
Sure.
put one, and then once one is done, and like two people start doing stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Go for it. Give me
So what am I doing? Crafting?
Yeah, crafting with a boon. Didn't think you'd ever be using that for body parts.
Right? Yeah, I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. I'm going to say that I'm probably exhausted because Actually, no. The reason why I'd be exhausted is that I've just watched like all of these people die. I had the original idea of looking and asking and helping, and then the men took over and like pushed the woman out of their ideas. So she's kind of pissed.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Oh
Got it.
yeah. Oh wow, right
Hey.
on the money too. Yeah.
Thank Christ.
The skeletons, the heads just keep telling you, no, not that. That's a femur. No, come on, that's a phalange. And then eventually they just you manage to recreate one whole skeleton. You kind of place its head on there, and then as you're, what are you fastening it with? Like how are you sticking them back together? I mean, some joints will stick in together, but like, what are you doing?
Oh, I just thought that they were like skeletons, so that they're like already animated enough. There's nothing holding them together initially.
That's true. It's kind of like magic, I guess, isn't it? Once you kind of
And I
lay
mean,
it
they're
out,
not dead, so
once you kind of lay it out, the one that you finish kind of like lifts his hand up. Well, this is much better. I mean, it still sucks, but it's much better. And he kind of stands up,
Hate
and
everything about it.
then he goes and continues to help you start to put these people back together.
yeah.
What's
Can
she
I
doing?
help? I've got good crafting. Can I help out?
Sure. You won't have to roll for it again because she already succeeded. So yeah, you can continue to help out.
You
I just
sort
like
out the body
rolling.
like way quicker than I did. You're like, damn, nigga, you made this look like it was hard.
Yeah, you look around and Bjorn's already put 3 people back together.
Fucking.
So
Anyway,
what are we doing?
Vaughn, how you doing? Are you
Well,
ready?
I think I'm ready, but this is very, very dangerous and risky. So, Kara,
You
I'm
do
gonna
it.
trust in you. I'm gonna trust in you. Here is my journal. It has all of my scientific discoveries in there. And if something happens to me, I want you to go to the town of Willowdale and give it to my mentor, Herbert the Sherbert. He will understand and know what to do with it. Are you okay with that?
Herbert.
Willowdale?
The
The Sherbert.
Yeah, she pulls out her phone and writes a note in the notes app.
Is that what you're literally doing?
Yeah, literally.
She's
Okay,
never going to
then
look at that again.
Notoriously in Golden Vault, I didn't. Of course, but you know, we want to have hope. Just
Yes, but we must be real too. Hopefully I come back to retrieve it.
let's hope so.
Listen, Vaughn, just because I had an idea doesn't mean you have to do it. But I
He's like,
understand
okay.
it's kind of your shtick to like trust everybody, but like just because I had an idea doesn't mean you need to do it. Like we can think of something else. Like this
No, I
is
think
dangerous.
I think it's the most logical idea. I have the best will, so it kind of puts me into the spot. And somebody has to test it. So it's better one of us dies than all of us, right?
Well,
I prefer you die, but you know,
I'd
the
rather
logic
know.
is there.
Okay, well,
You know what? Why don't we why can't we just put it on one of the skeletons? I'm starting to second guess this.
do not worry. Herbert the Sherbert's my backup character.
I like.
There's
Okay,
a clip for the episode, Wolf.
so,
There's
Oh,
your
I don't
clip.
know. I think I've got 2 because I gotta get the.
Oh.
I just need you to put a finger in a hole for me. I gotta get that one and this.
Show
That
me your
was.
hole.
Oh, those are my 2. I
wow.
need to get back into making clips, and this will do it because those were
Fuck, that was funny.
okay. That was great.
Okay, so I am ready now.
Okay.
I put on the mask.
So, as you start to put on the mask, as it gets to your face, you get it to like right here, and a strange feeling kind of comes over you as it then leaves your hands and just slams onto your face, and it kind of adheres itself there. And when you go to take like just kind of adjust it, it doesn't want to move. It
Oh shit.
affixes itself to you. You do get a couple benefits because, and you'll have to look these up because they're like spells. It protects you with Protector Power Level 2 and Permanence. So we can look that up in just a little bit. Are you going into the portal?
Can I speak? Am I able to communicate?
You can, yeah.
This thing seems to be permanently stuck to my face. I don't know how I'm going to eat my blueberry now, but
it just covers the top part. The mask is like one of those.
Okay.
So your mouth is open.
Ones.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
I love that's what he's worried about.
Yeah.
Important
Not like
things.
Elder Scrolls or anything, but like that damn blueberry.
My blueberry.
Okay, I step into the portal.
Okay. Before you do, right before you step into the portal, something catches your eye off to the left, and you see Prothu's weapon has been propped up against the wall. It seems they found this first, not knowing where you were, went in for the statue piece.
Oh.
Prothu's.
Yes.
Yeah, what is this?
Oh, Crothu's
Crothu.
weapon is here.
Yeah.
Prothu's.
Oh,
What?
He's a knight. He knew what needed to be done. He didn't know where you were. He must have come a different way from you because you split up in the beginning. And he's gone in maskless after this thing.
Oh, crazy.
Okay, I continue.
Okay. As you step through the portal, as soon as you step through this shimmering water-like substance, you find yourself in a realm that you can't comprehend. The geometry here makes no sense. For a scientific mind like yourself, it makes no sense. There's purples and golds. You feel like you're kind of floating, but you also feel solid ground under your feet. You turn around to look, and the portal behind you is no longer there.
Oh,
You look
we
around
killed him.
and
Fuck.
you see that you feel like you're on a street, but at the same time, you feel like you're in this open abyss. It's very hard to explain, and your brain is having trouble comprehending what you're seeing. As you're looking around, you get the feeling that as you start to take a step, you feel like you're walking backwards, even though you're moving forwards. I need you to give me a will check. You get a boon because of the mask.
Come on, Vaughn.
Will rolls.
Yes.
Success. Okay. As you're walking around, things start to take shape around you. They feel like that seems like a building. Then that seemed like some kind of bench or something. You get the feeling that you're walking through some kind of city. Around you, you can hear noises, chittering, something kind of laughing in the distance. When you turn around, you get disoriented again and you feel like you're in a completely different place. You start to back up, and again, it feels like the world is moving around you instead of you moving yourself, and your foot kicks something. You look down, and there it is. One piece of the statue that you've been looking for. You reach down to pick it up, but it seems to get further and further away every time, until eventually your hand lands on it. although it feels like you've outstretched your arm past the point that it should be able to go. You bring it back up. You have in your possession a piece of the statue.
Yay!
I need you to give me another will check.
Boone?
Yes, the mask gives you a boon in this place.
Come on. Yeah! Let's go!
I got a one.
Hey!
So does that mean you can increase your will by 1?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it works that way. What I will do, though, you can pick any... You can take that and put it in anything you want. Because
Okay.
I don't want the dragon to go to waste. You have this, and you start looking around for a way out, but you see nothing. Again, this place defies logic. Your brain in particular is having trouble even making sense of where you are, what this is. You start to panic a little and go into a jog, and it all of a sudden feels like you're upside down. You can feel the blood rushing into your head, as though you're dangling upside down, but yet you're still firmly, you feel your feet on the ground. Gravity starts to shift, and you start to feel lighter, and then all of a sudden heavier. You start to feel like you are taller now, as your body seems to be trying to change, but you resist it. Until eventually you see a light in the distance. As you start moving towards it, it's like one of those hallways, in like a horror movie, as you're walking towards it, but it continuously seems to get further and further away. Until all of a sudden it's flying at you at a speed that you can't comprehend, like an oncoming locomotive. And right as before it engulfs you, you close your eyes and then open them. And you are back, statue piece in hand, standing in front of your friends. Well done. The mask.
Hey, there he is.
The mask.
Did all the skeletons just like drop?
Can I make a con roll?
You absolutely can. What are you making a con roll for?
I think it's words off.
To see if I throw up or not.
Go for it.
With a bane, because I still did it with a bane. Okay,
Nice.
So I walk up, I start staggering across the floor and almost tripping. Oh,
I'm gonna go catch him.
okay. Well, thank you, Kyra.
Okay?
Look, yeah, I think so. That was quite the experience. I've never felt anything like that before in my life. I'm kind of dizzy at the moment. Here, I've got what you're looking for. The artifact. I give it to Kyra.
Wow. I'll swap you, and I put the journal into his bag. I'll put his journal back into his bag for him. We can take a break. We've got what we needed.
I think the mask did help me. If I didn't have that mask, it would have been very difficult to resist the torments that are trying to mess with your brain in that place. Can somebody please pull this mask off me? It's starting to irritate my skin.
I am going to attempt to lightly do it.
No matter
I
how
was going to say, we're going to lightly do it. I assume you should do it first.
No matter how hard you pull, it is not coming off.
Oh, great.
So,
You might have a mask now.
if you'd like to take it off, I will need you to succeed on yet another will roll, but with a bane.
Can I help? Am I helping? Am I helping? I think is the question I want to ask.
You can't help with
Am I
this.
helping?
I mean, you're helping, but with the will roll, it has to come from them.
Okay.
Well, it does give me some powers. It gives me a protector. I feel kind of stronger in this, more confident. But how's it looking? Does it look good? I look in the mirrors, or I look in the gong.
I like it.
Look
It's
at the
scary.
gong.
It's scary looking.
Oh, it's scary
But I'm
looking.
into it. Like it
It's
works
made
for
out
you.
of yellowed bone. I feel like there's a Mortal Kombat character that looks like this. I'm just trying to remember their name.
yellow bone scorpion? No.
No, like
It looks
isn't
a
there
lot
Mortal
better on
Kombat?
you than it would Herbert the Sherbert. I'll say that.
Well, I guess I'd better get it off. Even though it gives me powers, I don't know, it might scare some of my friends. So yeah, I'll make a will roll with the Bane.
Okay.
Come on. Yes.
Just enough. As you all are kind of pulling at it, you finally manage to, you close your eyes, and as you're trying to pull it off, just everything that you've seen, all of the horrors from inside that room start flooding your brain. And there's a part of you that thinks, no, this is good. I need this. I don't want to give this up. But you manage to push through that, and you can almost audibly hear like this kind of sighing gasp as you pull the mask off and look down at it in your hands.
Wow. It's such a relief to get this thing off. It's so tempting also to put this thing back on. Anybody you want the mask? Anybody?
I'll carry it for now.
I was gonna throw it through the portal.
Honestly, I think we should keep it. It sounds pretty useful. It might be
Sure.
scary, but it sounds pretty useful to me. It's got, what
Does
was it,
give you-
Protector, and what was the other one?
Permanence.
Permanence.
Permanence. Okay. I didn't find that one.
Do I notice anything with the portal since he's come out of it with the piece, or is it still up? It's still running?
Portal's still up.
Okay.
Yes.
You said
and
it was like attached with these is something or whatever. Is there anything that we could like take apart?
Give me an awareness roll. Or myths and legends, if you...
I'll take
if you would
awareness.
Okay. The only thing in this room that seems like it could be connected to the portal is that giant purple flame.
We need to put that flame out. Well, actually, I was here when they opened the portal and sent my friends in, right? Or was I not here when they opened the portal?
The portal was open when you got here.
Okay, so I didn't. I don't necessarily know that the flame was.
You
attached
don't
to
know, but that's the only thing Kyra is able to
Right.
find.
Right.
Yeah, you all, when the portal was here when you all arrived, it was already.
Right.
It's been open for a while, long enough for Weed Man to start growing all those blueberries.
Hell yeah, my man!
Yes, we promised these dead creatures that we would save them, right?
Well,
Can we?
you promised them you would save them, and then you didn't promise so much, but you also implied you would maybe not close it to the weed dealer.
I'm
He wants it
thinking.
left open.
I'm thinking Beyonce can hopefully persuade him, and even if she doesn't, I don't care, and we need to close this portal. And he can be mad. This portal needs to be closed. I think we just need to. I think we just need to operate on that, and like, who cares about Weed Man?
One man.
Yes, I think.
Versus, like 40 skeletons. I think I know which one I'd rather take out.
Mm.
And one of them's not dead yet. Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Mm. Oh, so you're disagreeing with me?
No, I'm agreeing. We need to close
okay.
it. I was just making a joke about 40 skeletons and one human, and one's not dead yet.
See, I thought you were.
Okay.
I
I'm
thought you were
following.
saying, yeah, we just one of them's still alive. Let's do what he wants. That's what I thought you were saying.
That was what I thought too. That was like, oh, okay.
I'm just gonna move on because he's standing in the fire. So
Step over here, sweetie.
Yeah, I gotta definitely move away, and I gotta whisper to Kyra that I feel bad, but I'm afraid that Crothu is lost in that portal. I've seen his weapons over there. He must have went in.
Kyra's gonna notice it for the first time. It's like, what did he had like a magic greatsword or something, didn't he?
yeah,
Yeah. Shit.
Did you get the sword?
I mean,
His weapon's still there.
You were struggling with the mask. What? I mean, what do we do? I mean, we could bury the sword in the ground upstairs as like a warrior's resting place. I mean, he did help us out a lot, but
Going back into the portal would, getting the weapon would require going back into the portal.
No, the portal's on this side.
no. Yeah.
It's like he laid it down in order to go in, knowing
Okay,
that it was.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
thought. Okay, I'm following.
It seems like he understood that it was it wasn't a test of strength in that moment.
Strength.
And being a paladin, I think he was, or a knight, he viewed it as his duty.
Yeah.
He viewed it as his duty to at least attempt this because he didn't know where you all were.
Yeah. And it would also make sense as well, because I feel like he would have gone in on his own, or like convinced us to do it as you said, as part of his duty as well, to find the piece.
Also, it's unknown, so if anything ever happens in the future, we can actually roll and see what happens.
Yeah.
Bjorn goes over and picks it up, and he says, "This is quite a beautiful weapon. I can shine it up and fix it up for your friend and make it like it's brand new. It'll be quite a nice tribute to him. What do you guys think?"
Yeah, I think he'd appreciate that. But for now, we need to close this portal.
Right.
And the only thing we have is the fire. I don't have any. I don't have a lot, actually.
This is magical fire, I'm guessing.
Yes. Vaughn, give me a myths and legends.
I was going to walk up with my water skin and just...
You can do that if you'd like.
No.
Well, I was asking magical fire because I'm going to assume that we can't just pour water on it and that'd be fine.
I was going to do it.
Yes, I just wanted to have one of you roll so I could give you that information. Vaughn, you, as you're kind of looking at the situation, this fire it's not going to be able to put out in normal means. If you had a way of dispelling magic, that would probably work. Now, you also know that there may be some other ways you could maybe concoct some kind of like a potion or something that would counteract the effects of this fire. But
Weed dealer.
You would need the weed dealer's help with that. Meaning you would have to convince him to close the portal.
Beyonce's been up there smoking up all night.
And that's why we're going to end it here. And I'm going to let Beyonce do a little RP when we come back at the top of the next one. So,
I have such a
great.
idea. I have a grim idea.
Well, I kind of want to hear it, even though
We just take all the skeletons up, surround him, and like it's either hey, help us close it, or you're about to get fucking beaten.
That would
actually. If Beyonce is unsuccessful, I'm down.
Fuck your NPCs.
that would probably work, but would cut off your supply of giant blueberries.
Don't worry, we'll fill our packs.
Yeah,
but,
before you let.
While Kyra's not looking, I'm just gonna I'll take that. Take my diary back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, I made the joke of swapping it with the piece. I put it back in your bag or your bag, something that you have. I made that joke when you first come out of the portal. The journal back in.
The backup character has to wait for now. You're stuck with us, Vaughn. So
that's what I'm saying. It looks a lot better on you than it would on Herbert the Sherbert.
Herbert the Sherbert. Oh my God, that was so good, so good. Okay, that was Dragonbane for this week. So Yeah, next time we'll do a little bit of a backup. Let Beyonce have a little RP with them smoking some good doobies or whatever they're doing. I don't know what she's doing, but
Dang
Our-
push.
I feel
we
like
do need.
Beyonce smokes.
I feel like she would. We do need to do experience. Yes. So,
Yes.
mark the ones that you've got. Omega, I'm relying on you again. I know the first one is did you participate, which you did. So everybody pick any of your skills that doesn't already have a mark, and then go ahead and mark it. And then I think, do you have it? Or I can look it up if I need to.
I got it.
Did you experience? Did you explore a new area?
Did you experience?
Did you experience? Yeah.
What does that mean? Did you play?
Did you experience? Yeah. Did you experience? Why?
I don't.
You're cracking me up.
All right, so it's did you play? That's one. I know for sure.
Explore a new area is the next
You
one.
did. You explored the Undercroft.
And defeat dangerous adversary. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You killed that.
Overcome an obstacle without using force. Yeah.
You sent a wave of skeletons at it.
And the portal. So
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Did you give in your weakness?
So that'll be the other one.
I don't think I did that time.
What's your weakness, Bjorn?
My weakness is people complimenting my work. I kept bringing it up, but I don't think anyone actually did.
Yeah,
So-
so 4 additional experience points for everybody. And then remember, this is the one time in the game we want to roll higher than our skill.
Healing us legends and sneaking.
Okay.
And don't forget, you get that bonus one, Omega, for the Will Dragon, unless you did that already.
Yeah, I
Womp
did that
womp,
already.
Ira. Oh, there you go. Crafting goes to 7. It seems like you've learned a thing or two watching Bjorn.
Right? Finally. Hunted the-
Hunting and
Hey!
fishing going up. Okay. And then you got
And-
one more?
Those.
Ooh,
Okay.
sorry.
Hunting and fishing
right.
and crafting. Oh, that's fine.
Who wants to go next? Bjorn or Vaughn?
I'll
Let's
go.
do Vaughn's. All right. Oh, man, look at the influence you're having on this team. Everyone's getting better at crafting just because you're around.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick the ones I did in the game. So healing, missing legends,
That's a good
and
idea.
sneaking. So
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
do healing next.
So I feel valuable.
Nice.
Oh, I got healing too.
Hey!
Missing legends
Come on.
Ooh,
Ah,
and sneaking.
I feel like you should get this one. There you go.
Yeah, I got 3.
All right, Bjorn, you're up.
Let's see. I got awareness.
Sneaking.
Nice.
there we go. That's one.
Up to 8.
Oh, okay, there we are. And then I got beast lore.
Nice. We're having good
Bushcraft.
rolls today. Oh, look at this.
Missing legends.
Aw.
Womp womp.
Boo. And then I also got spot hidden extra because I got a
Right.
big failure.
You got both on that one, didn't you?
Nice.
Let's go.
He did.
Okay.
He got both.
So everything goes up 1 point except for missing legend.
Exactly.
Alright, cool.
Yep. You're good. All right. And that will be the end of our episode tonight. That's also the end for my streams this week. Next week, we've got Kupo Quest. Oh my God, it's going to be great. Come back. It's essentially the final boss. It was going to be the final boss until there was a little bit of a curveball thrown. So they have one more arc after this, but it will feel like a final boss, I hope, because it's
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
it's going to be a big fight. And then Wednesday, we have Worldwide Wrestling one-shot. Ravnox DMing that. It's going to be hilarious. Even if you're not into wrestling, you should check it out because it's going to be goofy and hilarious, and we're all excited about it. If you want to watch the session 0 of that, we have that up for free on Patreon. You just have to be a member. You can join for free, and it's almost the length of a normal session, but it kind of goes through how we build our characters and things like that, and it kind of goes over some of the rules. So, if you want to, that's on the Patreon. So check that out. And then if you want to, join the Discord too. We have our May Hero Forge challenge going on right now. The winner this month gets a dice from D&D Beyond. So some digital dice is going to be the prize this month.
Yeah, and don't make me have to win again and embarrass everybody. Come on, you guys. Make characters. Come on.
Yeah, come on. We need to get some more characters in there. This one is very vague. It's flower power. For May, it just has to have flowers. You just have to incorporate flowers in some way. Even if it's just a character holding a bouquet of roses or something. That's all you got to do. But I'm hoping people get more creative with it than that. So we'll see. We'll see. I went vaguer for this month. And then also like and subscribe because it just makes me feel good. I just like seeing that number go up. It just makes me happy. That's pretty much all that does for me. So anyway, and then Omega, you're winding things down, right? So we had our season finale of Walking Dead. So go check that out on Omega's channel. That was quite the ride. So that'll be back in the fall, but season 2 finale is on his channel now. So just taking a little bit of a break for the summer. Okay, though. I think that's it for me tonight, everybody. Anything else?
No, great game, man. That was fun. That was a great session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This one was good. I was excited about the
good
Demon
story.
Realm. You did great with the Demon Realm, too.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made it out of there. There's some nasty shit that can happen.
Good thing we got the mask. Good thing we got the mask.
Is a big help. The mask is a big help. So, all right, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.